What it do? What it what it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit the bell icon. That's the notification bell that alerts you all content that will drop to my YouTube channel. Also, hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV will appreciate that. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I need everybody, all my subscribers and future subscribers, go support my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. It all helps my channel grow, get more viewers, more subscribers to my channel. So it's very important that y'all go over there and make sure you watch that. And make sure you binge watch too. Binge watch, enjoy, kick back and relax, enjoy all the content that S.L.R Media TV provides for you. Also, you like the content, you like what I do. Also, make sure you hit the Cash App. Make sure you hit the Cash App. All information is pinned at the bottom of the ticker. Cash App, $ all caps, SRED 40. Most definitely. Shout out to my subscribers and future subscribers. We in the building. You see the title. You see the title. Bryce Young is media made, not elite quarterback. Playoffs a bust. That's just facts about it. It's the facts. And listen, I'm going to let y'all pump his head up. Pump it up. Pump that motherfucker up like a hot air balloon. Go ahead. That's all y'all doing. Y'all doing nothing but putting that pressure on him. That's what I like. That's what I like. See, what y'all doing, you think you're encouraging Bryce. You think you getting him a pat on the back. No, you're not. You ain't doing nothing but putting that more extra weight on his shoulders that his little bitty scrawny self can't carry. See, I don't want y'all to get disappointed. Because see, it got to be playoffs. It can't be no 7-win season. No, you got to get in the playoffs. You got to get in. Ain't no doubts about it. I don't want to hear no more excuses. Matter of fact, it ain't no excuses. But we all know that the excuses will come with the fan base, the media. As I say again, y'all doing so fucking much. It baffles me that y'all on it's almost like election season. Y'all done put a it's like y'all to put a big bag of money behind Bryce. Let's just run all the CAD. Let's just run all the campaign. I'm here. Y'all trying to get Bryce Young in the Jello Ball video. What kind of shit is this? Y'all trying to make Bryce so fucking cool. Y'all trying to make Bryce the next Cam Newton so fucking bad. It'll never happen. I'm sorry. If y'all jumping for joy over a man, oh my God, it's the first in Carolina Panthers history. He threw for 3 touchdowns in the air. He ran for 2. Wow. Congratulations. Whoopie do. Whoopie do. But where you at right now, though, Bryce Young? Where you at? 2 years in a row, where you at? Where you at? You ain't in the playoffs. So exactly what I'm saying. What we going to get the 3rd year in a row with Bryce starting? We ain't getting in the playoffs. We're not going to get none of these big time weapons that y'all want Bryce Young to have. That's not happening. We're not fucking we're not a marketing team. We're not the team that everybody talks about in the NFL. Get the fuck out of here. You just think a top tier free agent just gonna come to the Charlotte, North Carolina, play for the Carolina Panthers that don't get no fucking national games, don't get talked about. They only got talked about the last week of the season because Bryce had 5 touchdowns. But y'all expect to pull a T. Higgins, somebody like that. I'm gonna tell you who y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get Chris Godwin. Yeah, old Chris Godwin. But I think Chris Godwin gonna sign back with Tampa Bay. Why did Chris Godwin want to come to Charlotte and play with Bryce Young when he played with Tom Brady and Baker Mayfield? That's a downgrade to go play with Bryce Young. Oh, with S.L.R. He was a part of Dave Canales' system. So what? But we are the dumb. We are the dummies though. We're the dummies. We're dumb enough to overpay Chris Godwin. Yeah, yeah. Injury prone Chris Godwin. Watch that. Tyler Lockett. Lock it up. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of players that Dave Canales gonna try to get. They're gonna talk to Seattle and see DK Metcalf is available, but landing that big time number 1, it's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna show you the wide receiver in this year's draft. For the Carolina Panthers can go get, but as I say again, I don't believe in Bryce Young, so you can do whatever you want to do. He ain't it. He ain't proved nothing to me. He ain't proved nothing to me. I'm gonna tell you what improvement is to S.L.R. I'm gonna tell you what improvement is to me. Get into the playoffs. That's improvement to me. I don't want to hear about your fucking stats. I don't want to hear about stats. Get into the playoffs. And don't use the defense as an excuse. Don't use the defense as an excuse. So I don't want to hear that shit. If the Cincinnati Bengals can fight to the end to get to the playoffs, and they got the worst defense in the league, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm tired of y'all making excuses for Bryce Young. I'm sick and tired of now all of a sudden now he want to come out of level 5 security. I want to stand up to S.L.R. I'm in the city, S.L.R. Look at me. I'm with Shaq Thompson. I'm at the Hornets game. So fucking what? So what? So what? Come to Sugar Creek. Come to Sugar Creek. Let's meet up. You want to feel safe. You want to talk shit when you got high level security at the motherfucking basketball game. Bro, I'm about to hear that shit. Let's see if you can save Shaq Thompson. Huh? Don't let Shaq Thompson be a casualty, Bryce. You the star of the team, Bryce. You supposed to save any player on there. If you and Shaq Thompson so close, so tight, yeah, save him. Save him. Shaq Thompson should be on the team, courtesy of Bryce Young. If Shaq ain't on the team, that means Bryce Young ain't got no fucking pull. He ain't got no base swag. He ain't got no swag in the game. Hollering about Bryce got swag. Bryce got motherfucking city trend swag. T-I-T-I, city trend. Yeah. Bryce got that city trend. You know what I'm saying? City trend outfits. You know the word going out. I said Bryce cheaper than a motherfucker. Bryce don't like to spend no money. That's how he couldn't keep his girl. He didn't want to spend that money. He didn't want to live that NBA life. You don't spend that bag, you don't get them legs, but you don't get them legs. You don't get them legs over your shoulders. Just like if you don't get us to the playoffs, you don't get no fucking respect from S.L.R. I don't give a fuck what type of respect you get now. You ain't earned shit. They just don't want to see you fail, Bryce. That's all that is. Because just look at you and look at your family, and then they play your little life story. Nobody wants to see you fail, but you're going to fail. You think you can beat the curse of the 5'10"? You think you can outlast? Huh? We're gonna see. We're gonna see, Bryce. We're going to see, man. Listen, all I'm saying is I'm just shaking my head. That's all I'm doing. As the quarterbacks pass away through the Carolina Panther hands, I'm just shaking my head. This man 5'10", and y'all love him like he's 6'4". I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But y'all gonna learn though. Understand that you're gonna learn. You will not be getting no free agents. No top free agents will not be coming to Carolina to play for Bryce Young. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna sit here and tell it. You can go ahead and listen to anybody else. Listen, you can let them lie to you all you want. It ain't happening. Carolina Panthers are not a big time free agent destination. So get over it. Build your shit through the fucking draft. Go go get this guy right here. This is what you do. Start off and go get this guy first. Then you work your way
Rowan
around.
McMillan, 6'5", 212. I think best case, everything works out perfectly. Best case, I would go with a Drake London comp. Athletic after the catch for the massive guy, he's great uncontested, but I don't think as good as Drake. More often than not, talking to people in the league, there were more questions than like definitive, like this is my guy, like I love him. The questions were, can he win on the outside enough? He said, if you really study their tape, there's a lot of motions, there's a lot of helping him get off the line. If you're just plugging him an outside receiver as the X, 6'5", 212, he should just be your X, right?
Yeah.
Can he win on his own enough on the outside? He's like, he can get in and out of his breaks. I'm not worried about that part, but refining his route running skills, understanding what's expected of him, getting off the line of scrimmage against press corners on the outside in the NFL. If he doesn't improve in those areas, he's going to have to rely on 50-50 balls, like too high of a percentage of time. And you can't live on that in the NFL is what this guy was saying.
You want weapons? You want to talk about getting a T. Higgins? There you go, right there. Cheap. On a rookie contract. And you ain't got a motherfucker spend 20 or 30 million to get him. He's right there, and he's gonna be right there. I don't see no other team sitting at 8 that's needing a wide receiver. Right there at the number 8 spot. There you go, Carolina. There you go. There it goes. Right there. You miss out on, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you miss out on him, Carolina. I'll be very disappointed in you. Unless you trading that pick, you got to get that wide receiver. And if you don't, I'm highly disappointed. I am highly disappointed. Yeah, you talk about you want weapons. Y'all ain't even got the motherfucking money to even go out there and buy the weapons. So go draft the motherfucking weapons. The fuck? Let's get into more of the content.
Rowan McMillan, 6'5", 212. I think best case,
he is not an NFL quarterback. He will never have great success in the NFL, and it was one of the worst picks a team has ever made in the history of the NFL while picking number one. He's not a quarterback. I'm sorry that you guys don't want to see it that way. He is not an NFL quarterback, and he never, ever, ever will be. I've said a lot of things in my 32 years. I've never been more right about this.
You're wrong about this.
Never been more right. And again, I want to be clear. It ain't a knock on the kid.
It is.
It's a reality that you cannot be an Oompa Loompa and be successful in the NFL.
No, that's right. Talk that shit. Now that's one media guy in New York that's talking sense, talking right. I like that. He's not elite. And y'all gonna learn that. Y'all gonna learn that. Continue. Like Bryce, I'm gonna call Bryce Young Bryce the Cat Young, because he got fucking 9 lives. And from what I'm hearing, y'all trying to add on extra more lives. But that's okay though. It's okay though. Let's get more into the Bryce saga. Hold on. Before we go to this, but this is elite though. This is your elite quarterback.
Great power comes great responsibility.
That's your elite quarterback.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Did Dan Morgan and Dan Canales kept their word about Bryce Young? Remember what they said about this? This is Dan Morgan and Dave Canales.
Joined here by Coach Dave Canales. Coach Canales, welcome to Carolina. You said you want to build a contender here in Charlotte. What's that going to look like in year one?
Year 1, year 3, year 6, play great defense, run the ball, great things come off of it, be crazy about taking care of the football. That's the style of football we got to play. Special teams, screaming down the field with attitude, looking for those guys who are going to contribute on all phases, and really building that brand, that style of football with great effort, great enthusiasm, great toughness, and really a smart football team, exposing them to some situations as we build this.
Last year with the Buccaneers, you got to play against Bryce Young twice. What was your assessment of him as a quarterback? And you talked a lot about complementary football. How would you like to surround an offense that complements what he's good at here in Carolina?
Bryce, accurate, courageous, resilient. I thought he saw some great challenges this year. And then just going forward, just making it about the basics, making it about him just doing his part. And if he can just be focused on that, he'll put us in a position, we'll all be in a position to be successful.
Joined now by the new general manager of the Carolina Panthers, Dan Morgan. Heading into free agency, what do you see as some of the Panthers' biggest needs? Is it shoring up the offensive line, a big-bodied wide receiver? What are some of the big holes you're hoping to fill this offseason?
Yeah, we're still going through that. We're still talking it through, and I talked about alignment and communication. We're going to have a lot of talks about the roster and where we need to improve here in the next 2-3 months. We're going to have a lot of hours in the draft room, going over free agency, going over the college players, and I'm excited about it. But we need to bring the right type of players in here.
Last question for me. You're someone that obviously played a number of years here in Carolina. You know how passionate this fan base can be. They're really yearning for a team that they can really get behind. How important is that to give this city something to root for and kind of make black and blue more than just the team colors, get back to that way of playing hard defense?
Yeah, it's very important. Obviously playing here for 7 years, and my kids were born here. My wife's from here. We care deeply about this organization and about winning. And I'm going to do everything in my power, roll up my sleeves, get to work, and put a lot of hours in to help make that happen.
I hear you. That's what they say now. That's what they say. What they say though, right? I'm most definitely gonna hold you to that. I'm holding you to that. S.L.R is holding you to that. Just to let you know that. Just to let you know, I'm holding you to that.
For Bryce Young's entire football career, he was the best. A 5-star recruit in high school, a Heisman Trophy winner in college, and the first overall pick in the draft. But unfortunately, that doesn't guarantee you anything in the NFL, especially if you're drafted into a clown show of an organization. And Young learned that the hard way. He was 22 when he took his first pro snap, and by age 23, he was already labeled a draft bust. But how bad is Bryce Young actually? Can he really not handle pro ball? Or is he just a victim of a dysfunctional team? In his case, both things could be true. Before his NFL disaster, Young was an absolute beast in both high school and college. He played high school ball at the legendary program Mater Dei in Southern California, where he had a 46-6 record over his 4 years and threw for 13,250 yards and 152 touchdowns. It was clear early on that Young was special. 24/7 Sports ranked him #1 overall in the recruiting class of 2020, and he originally committed to USC following his sophomore year. However, he'd later decommit from the Trojans in favor of taking his talents to Tuscaloosa to join the Alabama Crimson Tide. But after he joined Nick Saban's squad, he had to wait his turn, because as a freshman in 2020, he backed up Mac Jones as the Tide won the national championship.
Alabama has defeated the Ohio State Buckeyes, winning the 2020 national championship game.
As a sophomore in 21, he entered fall camp as one of 3 quarterbacks battling it out for the starting job. Standing in his way were Paul Tyson and Jalen Milroe. Young easily won the competition, and then he dominated college football. In that 21 season, he threw for 4,872 yards and 47 touchdowns. The Tide rolled to an SEC championship and made it back to the national title game. Young's numbers were so great, and the Alabama brand was so huge, that he won the Heisman Trophy by a landslide. And he had shown NFL teams that they needed to pay attention to him. The draft analyst industry certainly took notice. In all the major way too early 2020 2023 mock drafts, which came out almost a year before Young could be drafted, he was listed first or second overall, and he was pretty unanimously the top prospect of the 23 class. Now, here is where the Carolina Panthers come into play. Prior to the start of the 2022 season, they were still trying to find a successor to Cam Newton. They tried to trade for Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson, but had to settle for Baker Mayfield, who would eventually be out of a job after the Browns acquired Watson. Mayfield was brought in to compete with former Jets' third overall pick, Sam Darnold, and neither QB had much success. After 5 games, Carolina had a 1-4 record, and there was no sign of a turnaround. So, Panthers owner David Tepper decided to make a coaching change.
Ultimately, I felt this was a time. Now was the time.
Out went Matt Rule after 2+ seasons, and in his place went interim coach Steve Wilks. But the shakeup wasn't finished, because 1 week later, after another loss, the Panthers made a stunning move. They traded their best player, Christian McCaffrey, to the 49ers for 4 draft picks, which at first sounds all right, until you realize that none of the picks were a first rounder. At the time, McCaffrey was the highest paid running back in the league, and he got hurt a lot, but he was undoubtedly one of the top players in the game. And yet, GM Scott Fitterer settled for that package of picks. And McCaffrey wasn't the only star on the trading block. There were rumors that Carolina had received a massive offer from the Rams that included 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns, their Pro Bowl pass rusher. Burns was due for a huge contract extension, and after already moving CMC, it seemed like a no-brainer for the Panthers to take the picks and go all in on a rebuild. But they still wanted to be competitive, so they kept Burns and went next man up to replace McCaffrey. And surprisingly, they pulled it off. With the hard-nosed Wilks in charge, the Panthers stayed true to their keep pounding motto and employed a physical run-first style. The Panthers did so well, they were actually in a position to win the terrible NFC South all the way up until Week 17, where they were eliminated with a loss to the Buccaneers. In Week 18, they beat the Saints to finish 7-10, and with that win, they held the 9th overall pick in the first round of the 2023 draft. So in the end, they hurt themselves by not tanking, because they not only didn't get a very high draft pick, but after almost making the playoffs, it gave the front office false confidence, and they weren't interested in any kind of rebuild. Tepper also wanted to change the team's identity and show that he was going all in for a Super Bowl. First, he let Steve Wilks, the coach that turned their previous season around, go. Then he hired Frank Reich as head coach, and he tried to give Reich the best possible staff, hiring a group of big-time assistants, coaches who left winning organizations to help make the Panthers winners. And those coaches needed to get the job done immediately, because Tepper was tired of losing. At that point, he had 0 winning seasons and no playoff appearances as the team's owner. Reich was the 3rd full-time head coach in 5 years under Tepper, after Rule and Ron Rivera. And, fun fact, Reich was actually the first starting quarterback in Panthers franchise history. But he wasn't hired for nostalgia. No, the main reason he was hired was for his offensive mind and his ability to get the most out of quarterbacks he previously worked with. He did it with the Chargers and Phillip Rivers, the Eagles with Carson Wentz and Nick Foles, and the Colts with 5 different quarterbacks in 5 years. But the Panthers didn't have a solidified starting QB in place, and they failed to acquire Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, or even Jimmy Garoppolo in free agency. So the next place to turn was the draft. The issue was, after a solid junior season at Bama, Bryce Young remained the consensus top prospect in the draft. So, picking 9th, the Panthers had no chance to get him. The next QB on most analysts' boards was Ohio State standout C.J. Stroud, but he also wasn't going to make it to 9. Then the only other quarterback with an early first-round grade was Florida's Anthony Richardson, but many thought even he could be off the board before the Panthers picked. But that doesn't mean Carolina couldn't make a move. See, the Bears had the first overall pick and made it clear they weren't planning on keeping it. They didn't need a quarterback because they were going to let Justin Fields have one more season to prove himself. And they knew they could get a haul from a team that was desperate for a QB. A team that was picking 9th, perhaps, and would need to outbid multiple teams picking above them, a team like the Carolina Panthers. And sure enough, on March 10th, 2023, Carolina sent this package to Chicago. Wide receiver DJ Moore, a first-round pick in 2023, number 9 overall, a second-round pick in 2023, number 61 overall, acquired from the 49ers in the McCaffrey trade, a first-round pick in 2024, a second-round pick in 2025. A massive massive overpay. The Panthers' best wide receiver, 2 1s and 2 2s, were going to the Bears. But it wasn't all doom and gloom at the time. Carolina was guaranteed to land their next franchise quarterback, the player who was gonna be the face of their franchise. And more importantly, no one was picking in front of them. Whichever QB they liked the most was gonna be their guy. But their guy would end up giving Panthers fans nightmares. So, why did the Panthers go with Young?
The Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
Because while he was considered the top prospect by most, he wasn't a perfect prospect. He was undersized, standing at just 5'10". He had an average arm and average athleticism. But it wasn't stature or speed that made Bryce Young a great player. It was his precision and his mind. He was an extremely accurate passer who seemingly always knew where to go with the ball. And if a play broke down, he was also a great playmaker outside of the pocket. It was those skills that the Panthers fell in love with. And when Tepper, Fitterer, and Reich met with him at Alabama before the draft, Young showed off his great football IQ and character, essential traits for the future leader of your franchise. On the night the Panthers drafted Young,
So you want to trade in sweet home Alabama for some sweet Carolina?
I can't wait.
Tepper said that among the top QBs in the draft, Young
Yeah. Yeah.
Winning Super Bowls.
And he wanted to back that claim by putting a strong supporting cast around him. Now, here's where the Panthers' plan began to fail. Tepper and Carolina's front office thought Young would be so good at distributing the ball to multiple receivers that they could spend less on offensive upgrades and focus more on fortifying the defense. So, in free agency, the Panthers followed that strategy by signing these mid-players. Running back Miles Sanders, who was coming off a career year with over 1,200 yards rushing for the Eagles. Wide receivers Adam Thielen Thielen, who was aging and had been released by the Vikings, and an injury-prone DJ Chark. Then also tight end Hayden Hurst, who was 30 and declining. So not exactly an all-star group of skill players. But hey, the offensive line was sound, right? Actually, turned out that it wasn't. But Young was still expected to be great right away. But that wasn't the case either. He looked like a rookie, someone who still needed time to develop. And that was the absolute worst thing to show an owner who had lost patience and wanted to win now. Starting with Young's debut against the Falcons, it was clear he was struggling to master the NFL passing game. He made bad throws.
And knocked away.
Held the ball too long. Left the pocket too early.
Throws and knocked away.
He threw too many check down passes. And he threw the ball to one receiver, Adam Thielen, too much. But it wasn't all his fault. For one, Thielen really was the only receiver getting any type of separation. And the offensive line was a mess. During the season, 9 different players started at guard. So the team didn't have playmakers. The interior O-line was in shambles. And the protection suffered because of it. Then, on top of that, there was instability in the coaching staff. Sometimes Frank Reich called the plays, sometimes offensive coordinator Thomas Brown called them. Chaos is the worst thing for a rookie quarterback's development. So it's no surprise he lacked confidence throwing the ball. And the consequences of that were disastrous. In 2023, Carolina lost their first 6 games. In Week 7, Young beat Stroud and the Texans 15-13 in a matchup of the 2 top picks in the draft, but it was back to losing after that. 4 more L's in a row dropped the Panthers to 1-10. In those 4 games, they scored 13, 13, 10, and 10 points.
There's the Sanders, they come through. It's intercepted again.
And then came the most bizarre moment of the entire season. After just 11 games, Tepper fired Reich, who was in the first season of a 4-year, $36 million contract. Stable teams and owners just don't do that kind of thing.
There are different reasons why different things happened in each case.
But Tepper thought Reich would get the team to the playoffs, and instead, the Panthers were a dumpster fire. So rather than put out the flames, Tepper threw gasoline on them. As if Young's rookie season wasn't chaotic enough, he now had to deal with a coaching change.
It's really hard. Again, these are, real relationships.
And he didn't handle it well. In their final 6 games, the Panthers went 1-5 to give them a 2-15 overall record, averaging a pathetic 7.5 points per game. Their last 2 games were shutout losses, and Young was on the field for all of it. For the season, his stats were awful. Among starting quarterbacks, he had the worst passer rating and the 2nd worst completion percentage. In addition, he was sacked the 2nd most times. But the team's stats were just as bad. Among the 32 NFL clubs, the Panthers were 31st in points per game. Then, in the offseason, more major changes were made, but there was also more embarrassment. Because in January 2024, Tepper fired Fitterer as GM and replaced him with a Panthers legend, Dan Morgan.
President of Football Operations, General Manager Dan Morgan.
And then Morgan hired Bucs offensive coordinator Dave Canales as head coach. Canales was hired mostly because he was seen as a quarterback guru, previously helping Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield become really good NFL quarterbacks. But those players were veterans who were playing for stable organizations. In Carolina, Canales walked into a burning house, and he was being asked to save a 2nd-year quarterback who was already on his 3rd head coach and had just been shell-shocked as a rookie. And it's not like the Panthers could add an elite playmaker to the offense in the draft, because after posting the worst record in the league in 2023, Carolina would have had the 1st overall pick in the 24 draft. But remember, back in 23, the Panthers traded their 24 first rounder to the Bears in the deal to move up for Young. And to make matters worse, in March of 24, Carolina did end up trading pass rusher Brian Burns to the Giants, but they only got a 2nd rounder and a 5th rounder back for him, which just made them turning down the earlier Rams offer look terrible. But when the draft rolled around, new GM Dan Morgan did try to get his QB some help. He made a trade with the Bills to acquire the last pick of the 1st round and used it on South Carolina wide receiver Xavier Legette. So the receiving corps was now headlined by Legette, a now 34-year-old Adam Thielen, and newly acquired former Steeler Deontay Johnson, who is a good receiver, but definitely isn't transforming an offense. And with that, Young was basically in the same spot he was as a rookie, trying to learn a new offense and surrounded by a below-average group of skill players. The results? Well, they were exactly as you'd expect them to be. In Week 1, the Panthers visited the Saints in New Orleans. This game was the beginning of the end for Young as Carolina's starter. On his first pass of the season, Young was intercepted. By the time he recorded his first completion, the Panthers were down 17-0 and on their way to a 47-10 loss. And for the game, Young's passing stats were terrible. 13 of 30 passing, 161 yards, 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, 4 sacks. In Week 2, he was bad again. Playing the Chargers in the Panthers' home opener, Young threw for just 84 yards and an interception.
Bryce Young drops back to pass, middle of the field, and it's intercepted!
As Carolina lost 26-3. Alas, Coach Canales had seen enough. After the game, he said he would evaluate the quarterback position.
This is the best decision for our group, for our team.
And the next day, Young was benched for veteran Andy Dalton. After the announcement, the media declared that Young's time in Carolina was up and were throwing out speculation about potential trades. But the takes didn't seem premature or out of place. Even though it was far from all his fault, Young did look terrible. At the time of his benching, his career numbers were abysmal. 18 games played for a 2-16 record, 59.3 completion percentage, 11 TDs, 13 interceptions, 5.4 yards per attempt, 68 sacks, 70.9 rating. In Week 3, Young watched from the sideline as Dalton led the Panthers to a 36-22 win over the Raiders in Las Vegas. In Week 4, he saw Dalton put up 24 points against the Bengals, but the defense was awful and the Panthers lost by 10. Then, in Week 5, the Panthers traveled to Chicago. It was revenge week for Moore, and a huge opportunity for Williams to remind the Panthers that they screwed up royally when they mortgaged their future to grab Young. Williams, Moore, and the Bears went out and punished the Panthers. At halftime, Chicago led 27-7. With 4 minutes left in the game, the lead was 36-10. So Young took the field in place of Dalton. And at first, he looked pretty good. He got the Panthers into scoring range. But on 4th and 2 from the Bears' 8, Young was sacked and Carolina came away with no points. With the loss, the Panthers fell to 1-4 on the season. And their first-round quarterback had shown that he wasn't ready to return to the lineup. The Panthers have stood firm that they don't plan on trading Bryce Young. Young has since started 2 more games for the Panthers after Andy Dalton injured his thumb in a car accident. One was another bad loss to the Broncos, and the other was a win against the Saints. But his numbers didn't really improve. But it's hard to see any way out of this hole for the franchise and their young quarterback.
You see it. I just broke that shit down. I just laid it out there to you, just like that. See, I don't need to see no more to already know. But y'all want to see more. Y'all want more of this. Y'all drinking the Bryce Kool-Aid. Y'all eating the Bryce buffet. Y'all smacking on the food. You licking your lips, naming, wiping your lips when you're done eating. Yeah. Y'all loving it. Bye, 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 bye. All right, okay. He's going to serve you up another year of disappointment. No elitism at all. There's no elite. Escapability, you got that. Accuracy, he got that. But the thing that's holding him back is him being 5'10". And the NFL continues to let you know that 5'10" does not cut it being a quarterback in the NFL. And Bryce is going to fall to that casualty. It's going to fall. You see it already with Kyler Murray. The Arizona Cardinals is looking for a way. Don't be surprised if the Arizona Cardinals trade Kyler Murray on draft night. And it don't matter which team he goes to. Kyler Murray may be a backup. Who knows? But the Arizona Cardinals know they can't go to that next step with Kyler Murray. He's holding them back. He had Marvin Harrison Jr. and had Marvin Harrison Jr. looking trash. Come on. We ain't having that. I don't care about the last 10 games. Had not proved anything. The win-loss record. Don't compare DJ Stroud and Bryce Young. There's no comparison. I'm sorry, y'all. Stop. Don't listen. When you compare CJ Stroud to Bryce Young. CJ Stroud is already up 2-0. He's already in the playoffs back to back. Bryce not. There's no comparison. Only the media is comparing. Give that shit up. Let that fucking shit go. Oh, we're not letting it go. That was in the same draft class, man. Two light-skinned dudes going head to head. You like that, don't you? Let that shit go, man. Let that shit go. CJ Stroud way more better than quarterback. And if the roles were reversed right now, and if they had the draft redo over, CJ Stroud be the number 1 pick. Stop playing. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I gotta let that shit go. Yeah, letting Bryce corrupt your mind and your judgment.
How can you feel good about today, even if you look at Bryce and think he is putting it all together? And today's pretty good evidence that he has. You still have Dave Canales to worry about. Now, I don't mind a first-year head coach learning on the job, but when playing it safe costs you a game, well, that should be called out. Kicking that field goal to make it 16-10 when you knew Eddie Pinheiro had been struggling, and you knew that at that point the Buccaneers offense had been struggling to move the ball against you, was a bad decision. Even though Pinheiro made the field goal, there are no two ways about that. So let's acknowledge Bryce, good. Defense did some good things. Unfortunately, they did a lot of bad things too. But Dave Canales was just really bad. Prior to that field goal attempt, he seemed so dead set on getting Jonathan Brooks the touchdown that I think he called the same play 3 times in a row. We saw too much unnecessary creativity on that multilateral play. We didn't see enough creativity at times. Where were the extra lineman plays from a week ago? Where was moving the pocket that we all acknowledge Bryce kind of needs to be successful sometimes? I did not get the timeout management during regulation at all. He got way too conservative in overtime. That handoff to Chuba that resulted in the fumble was 100% him playing for a field goal. The players were not good enough and didn't get the job done, but their coach did not put them in a position to win that game at all.
Which is crazy to me because the ball never moves. So my hand moves, but that's fine. And my left hand was and that's why right away when I got up, I was like, that thing is a catch, because I knew my left hand was locked on the whole time. So.
Did you know you had gotten your knee
or
your elbow
yeah.
something?
Yeah, I knew I was obviously in, but at the same time, should have caught it the first time, so can't put it in the ref's hands, and obviously New York's hands either. So.
Bryce Young,
Okay.
incredible what he's looked like since he came back from that benching.
You ain't lying.
What happened in those 3 weeks? Like what? I want to study those 3 weeks because it looks like a completely different guy. Obviously, he's still got a lot of work to do, but the confidence and like how he's seeing the field is night and day versus what we saw last year, all of last year and the beginning of this year.
Well, you're just getting a guy that gives opportunity to see the game from a different perspective, seeing it from the seat versus seeing it from behind the center, and getting an opportunity to be coached, and seeing, not everybody deals with adversity the same, but obviously Bryce has shown you that he could deal with adversity. He's used to it. He has a good pedigree. And, I think I've said it from the beginning. I thought it was a great idea just based on how the situation went. He was first overall pick, really didn't have to fight for his job. It was handed to him. That team obviously wasn't great. Looking at the record, the offensive line sustained some injuries. So there's a lot of different things, and you just throw them out there and expect Bryce Young to fix all the ailments of all the other areas that are needed improvement. And so it didn't go well, and it kind of picked up where it started with the firing of Coach Wright, and then with
This shit is like capitalism. That's all this shit is. It's Bryce capitalism. Buy in. Buy in. The stock is high. Buy in. Buy the fuck in. Bryce Young stock is high. That shit going for like $20. Better buy in right now. You might get a nice return in about a year or two, allegedly. Allegedly. But see, this is the shit that y'all fell in love with. This right here what started it all.
Young stepping away, stepping up, being chased in the end zone, still on his feet, throws downfield. It's caught by Leggett to the 33-yard line.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And all that, what y'all talk about is Xavier Leggett. He caught that pass. What you got on him about this, though?
Bryce Young touchdown called back.
Touchdown, man. Look at this play, dog. Bryce Young is back, man. Give Bryce Young some props, man. Look at this pass. Caught it, rolled in the end zone. That's a touchdown, man. They gonna call it incomplete pass. That's bullshit. That's a catch. Got your ass burnt, Slay. There, Slay got burnt. Cooked him, Leggett. Just gave him some Leggetti. Cooked him. Leggett is turned Slay into spaghetti. That's a good catch, man. Rolled in. That ball did not touch the turf, man. That's a good catch. Oh, man. He had control of the ball the whole time, man. And they robbed Bryce Young. Give Bryce Young his props, man. He about to beat Philly, man.
Oh, boy, I tell you, man. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop, man. I better stop.
Hey! Panthers football looks like that. We didn't have any turnovers. No! Hell no! Could they run the ball in the second half? Hell no! You shut the run game down. You force them to pass. We knocked the ball down. We got after the quarterback. That's team football right there. That's team football. Guys, hold on to these moments. Every game is an opportunity to establish our style of football. That's what it looks like right there.
Hey, I love this team, bro. We just gonna keep working, bro. It's coming together, bro. I love y'all. Let's bring it in. Hey.
Great power comes great responsibility. Great power comes great responsibility. Great power comes great responsibility.
So I got on the phone and I saw Bryce at the Super Bowl. You see a bunch of these guys at parties and such. So I saw Bryce and I said, Bryce, remember when we were at the Super Bowl? I told you we were going to pick a quarterback, and I wasn't kidding. And I said, you want to trade in some sweet home Alabama for some sweet Carolina? So he was just excited. He was like, I don't know if you could see him on the screen. He was like a little tenseness in his face, but then he was like, you could feel him just like, I'm so happy, sort of thing through the phone.
Why did you guys?
Bryce Young tested off the charts.
Off the charts.
Off the charts. And that's hard. If you're the Panthers and you made that trade.
Yeah. It's bad.
And
it's bad.
It makes, I like to tease the owner.
I do too.
His wife was a big C.J. Stroud person.
Oh.
Is she really?
She liked C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
She's a big Ernest and Julio Gallo fan too.
So I got
Yeah. She wanted CJ. He wanted CJ. But David Tepper didn't want CJ because CJ had twisties. And David Tepper don't like twisties.
A nickname now. They're calling you the Carolina Reaper. Have you heard that nickname? Like the Reaper, like when you go up against your competition, you kind of take them out. There are a couple of head coaches that have gotten fired after you beat their team. You took the Cardinals out of the playoffs. Is that you haven't heard of that?
No, that's my first time hearing it. Again, I definitely can't control nicknames. I don't know about.
What do you think about it though?
I don't know. Reaper's a little like evil, so like I don't know. I try not to be evil, I guess. I don't know how to feel, but yeah, that's not really up to me, I guess.
Right. Reaper sounds evil. But this y'all quarterback though. Hold on. But it sounds evil.
Great power comes great responsibility.
It's y'all quarterback though.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Let's run it back one more time.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Fuck out of here. That's elite though. But this is elite though.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Man, hold on. Oh, fuck that, man. Well, fuck that. We ain't playing it. Get this motherfucker up out of here.
Warning. Some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing. Warning. Some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing.
That shit was very deeply disturbing. That was very deeply disturbing to see y'all elite quarterback in a whole fucking Spider-Man onesie.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Wow. That's elite though.
For Bryce Young. Oh, was he hammered as he completed the pass back to Tremble for a first down. But I mean, Bryce Young got leveled like a pancake, but he's up smiling.
Yeah, he is.
Your White leveled him.
He's having fun.
Y'all fell in love with that shit. Y'all fell in love with that shit. Run it back one more time.
For Bryce Young. Oh, was he hammered as he completed the pass back to Tremble for a first down. But I mean, Bryce Young got leveled like a pancake, but he's up smiling.
Yeah, he is.
Your White leveled him.
He's having fun.
But that's elite though.
Young has time, and he can run, throws for the end zone. Thielen has it! It's a touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead with 30 seconds to
go. Thanks, Jay Wick. With great power comes great shittiness. I'm trying to tell him, man, hey, that don't what I got down. I'm getting them all the T's and the pop. I'm getting them right. I'm gonna have all the Bryce hype videos. I'm gonna have them right. But I'm gonna have them right. Yes, because I can't wait for the ultimate failure. Get right. Yeah, I'm gonna give him all of that. Give it all to him. That type shit. Look at that. But that's elite though. That's how the elite quarterback's supposed to act. That's how the elite quarterback's supposed to act. They're supposed to act like that. They're supposed to look like this.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Oh my goodness, bro! I can't listen. It's the Alabama. It's man. They done penetrated. They done hit the Carolina Panthers with a killer disease. Man, oh my goodness, it might not even be curable. What the fuck? I see the things I don't understand. They don't let no hits on nobody no more. They would even have the fucking they would have fucked them up, if they really see. But that's the thing though. That's the thing. If he really hits Bryce, knock him out, that's a suspension, and they're gonna hit the pockets. They gonna save the quarterbacks, Jay Wade. They gonna save the quarterbacks. So what? I'd have loved to see Bryce out there been carried out on the stretcher, knocked out. But they let they let the little Runyon live. And let him live another day to put on a strut this little
Great power comes great responsibility.
God damn, man. Come on, man. What if we were to see Josh Allen in some shit like that? What if we were to see Lamar Jackson in something like this? What if we were to see Aaron Rodgers in something like this? Are you fucking serious? This is what we doing though. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. We get it.
It helps us to think about free agency in the draft with the lens, knowing we got our guy. Bryce is our quarterback. I'm so proud of the way that he just took the challenge and he just grew every week. He just took new lessons, new things, applied it to his game. He's done a great job also just, continuing to push the group, regardless of the situation, to push the group, working the sideline, working his teammates, working on his game. So I'm really proud of that.
Listen. Okay, fucking good. Great. Get Bryce Young the fucking teammate of the year. NFL. Make a fucking award for the best teammate in the NFL. Give that shit to motherfucking Bryce Young. Give it to him. Give it to him. Since Bryce don't want to get no NFC South title, since you don't want to win the NFC conference, you know what I'm saying? Super Bowl. We don't want to do none of that. He don't want to do none of that. Just give him the best teammate of the year. Give it to him. The fuck? Motherfucker is trash. Make a couple plays here and there. Now y'all it's all about Bama Bryce. That's the Bryce I know. That's the Bryce I know. That's the Bryce show we know. It's Bama Bryce, right? Bama Bryce. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, keep up.
Are you seriously telling me Bryce Young's confidence level is so high, he's throwing no-look Steph Curry touchdowns? And I honestly can't believe this is the same guy who looked like a forever backup quarterback just earlier this year. And over the last 10 games of the season, he outproduced guys like CJ Stroud in almost every single important category. And in a must-win game for Atlanta, with their playoff hopes on the line, Bryce Young waddled around for a 5-touchdown game. And it's not like the Falcons were just giving it to him. He was placing beautiful touchdown passes to Miles Sanders out of the backfield. In a 1st and 25 situation, he was threading the needle in between two defenders of a cover 2 look. I mean, I've said this multiple times, but I'll say it again. Panthers head coach Dave Canales is a fucking G. And I honestly think without him, going into this offseason, the Panthers would already be looking for a new franchise quarterback, which is also why I'm all for Bryce Young doing some cocky shit like this. Cause after he got benched, so many people counted him out. And at this point, I think he's displayed enough traits to prove that he belongs in today's NFL.
Get the fuck out of here. That shit crazy. That's crazy. I'm trying to tell you the Bryce Young campaign going strong, boy. I mean strong, boy. I mean whoever funding that campaign got a hell of a bag. I mean got a hell of a bag.
Young has time, and he can run, throws for the end zone. Thielen has it! It's a touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead with 30 seconds to go.
All that shit right there. Let me just show y'all once again. All that right there. Understand this. It's film every year in the NFL. See, what Dave Canales schemed up this season won't work next season. So since y'all think Dave Canales is so a fucking genius, a quarterback guru. He Geno Smith. Baker Mayfield. Bryce Young. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see boy one the genius. Let's see what boy one the genius is gonna have to scheme up. Huh? It's film every year. You think this shit that Bryce did this season, late in the season, you think that shit is gonna work next season? Remember, he's 5'10". Oh yeah. Dave Canales ain't gonna be able to sleep. He can't sleep. He gotta come up with something every day, something different, because his quarterback is 5'10". Exhaust yourself, Dave. Exhaust yourself. Yeah. You're gonna suffer in the misery of Bryce O'Roney Bartholomew Young. Yeah, they Glazers. I mean, they just, the glazing though of Bryce Young. It's almost scary and spooky how the Carolina Panther fans just glazing this guy. I remember y'all kicked him out on the highway. Get the fuck out of my car and pulled off on Bryce Young. Left Bryce Young out on the motherfucking middle of the highway. I kicked him out. Now all of a sudden y'all glazing him up. How the fuck is that? He should still be on the motherfucking highway. He ain't fucking did shit. Y'all glorify a quarterback that haven't took us to the playoffs back to back. Yo, what y'all want to call Cancun? Where the fuck Bryce Young doing? Yeah, that's what he doing. Y'all need to see Bryce Young gonna come back by 6'3". I'm telling you right now. He's 5'10". What? Listen, y'all want to be like the Arizona Cardinals. That's what y'all want to be like. Y'all want to be like the Arizona Cardinals. Y'all want to be looking stupid. Y'all want to invest a lot of money in the shortest fucking quarterback in the NFL. Do you think another team in the league is going to draft a quarterback that's 5'10"? Let me know. Let me motherfucking know. Let me know. Huh? What the fuck makes you think Bryce is so motherfucking more special than Kyler Murray? The NFL spits out 5'10" quarterback. Chew them up. Look at the fucking record books. They don't survive. But see, y'all got Bryce stock so motherfucking high, you telling everybody to buy in. I'm not buying in. I'm not buying in. Y'all can buy in. You can glaze Bryce up all you want. You can call him elite, all this and that. Doing them 10 games, he still had a losing record. He ain't fucking did shit. He got still one of the worst win-loss percentages in the league right now. Don't compare him to C.J. Stroud. Ain't no fucking comparison. C.J. Stroud is just better than him. Ain't no fucking comparison. That's the media. That's the marketing. That's the genius shit that they're trying to fucking do. The prep Bryce stuff, to put him on the pedestal all of a sudden now. How Bryce had a bad year last year. Now all of a sudden now y'all shoot him right up there in comparison with C.J. Stroud, and y'all try to gloss up like he didn't have a fucking bad year or something. Like he wasn't trash. Like I did bench him. Like I wasn't talking about trading him out of Schefter's and all this and that. Huh? Stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing with me with this motherfucking bullshit. I'm not one of these motherfucking content creators that come on here just to lie to you to get your motherfucking likes, your subscribes, your super chats, or your cash apps. Nah, fuck that. Nah, I ain't gotta do that. You gonna fuck with me on the strip because you fuck with me and you like the content that I put out. And I ain't like none of these content creators gotta fake that bullshit on here. Gotta lie. You want to glaze a quarterback? Oh, I want my credentials. My channel didn't file for the credentials, so I don't want to talk bad about Bryce, even though he played like trash. Man, fuck them goddamn credentials. The fuck? I am the motherfucking credential. This motherfucking fool's gold. You better stop fucking playing with yourself. You better stop. You see the Arizona Cardinals? They trying to find a motherfucking way to get the fuck away from Kyler Murray. They know they can't move nowhere. They went out there and drafted a wide receiver, and the wide receiver looked unhappy. You don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. won't come out and say, man, trade me. I don't want to play with this little ass fucking midget. Stop playing with yourselves with this motherfucking bullshit. Acting like Bryson Lee. He's 5'10". who's doing the same shit. Yeah, same shit, Murray, just using his legs more. That's all they doing, a little escapability, a cat mouse. Now y'all want to be like Bryce Cat Young. Said Bryce got 9 lives. He got fucking 20 lives. Y'all do understand that film. You understand that all that little bullshit, Bryce running around, doing all the this content I'm just showing you what Bryce was doing. You don't think that team's gonna have film on it? I done seen the Carolina Panthers schedule for next season. Oh yeah, Bryce Young most definitely gonna have to step his motherfucking game up now. Big boy shit. You wanna be a big boy? You wanna tell S.L.R you're not in protective custody? You wanna show your face at the Charlotte Hornet game? You wanna get jersey signed by Brandon Miller? Big boy shit now. You wanna show up now? You wanna pop your face out? Because you got a little record in the Carolina Panthers history? Oh, first quarterback to have 3 touchdowns in the air and 2 on the ground. So motherfucking wet. Look at his win-loss record. We ain't even been to the playoffs with him. That ain't proving shit. That's all the media shit. They want y'all believe that dumb shit. Then they go trickle out to the content creators to continue to spill the bullshit. Let's put the last 10 games of CJ and Bryce. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. The fuck out of here. No goddamn improvement. Ain't no leak. Elite your motherfucking ass in the playoffs. I'm tired of that bullshit. Playoffs are bust. Playoffs are bust. With S.L.R, we playoffs are bust. On this channel, it's playoffs are bust. I don't want to hear that shit. You want to talk about hope? Take that hope shit to another channel. When you on this channel, we talking real Carolina Panther talk. What need to be done? Not none of this motherfucking bullshit that you sit here and listen to the media, then you go on the channel and then you want to resurge it what the fuck they say. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Fuck that. Playoffs are bust. You want to say you elite? Get your motherfucking ass, get us in the playoffs. You done fucked up now.
You have relatively similar situations where AR gets benched, you go and you put in Joe Flacco. Now for the Panthers, this is Canales' first go-around. Bryce Young's playing arguably the worst that any quarterback is playing in the National Football League the first couple of weeks of the season, first few weeks of the season. He makes the move. He says, it's not me, it's Bryce. Let's put in Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, week 1, goes out there, executes at a super high level. Following weeks after that was okay. He gets into a car accident. He has to sit. Now Bryce Young's back in there. Now, it's not similar to the Colts because, again, Dalton got hurt, which forced Bryce Young in there. But nobody anticipated Bryce Young to go in there and elevate his level of play times 100 and be what the Panthers were hoping for. This Bryce is Alabama Bryce. This was the Bryce we were all watching at Alabama when he was competing for national championships, when he was winning the Heisman Trophy, getting outside the pocket, extending plays, trusting himself while pressure's in his face, delivering throws with anticipation, great accuracy. This Bryce has been everything the Panthers thought they were getting when they traded up to number 1.
Ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you, man. Spooky hours. Very, very spooky. Very spooky. Y'all want to do a lot when you could have had Shador. Why? You could have had Shador.
Interesting quote from Todd McShay, followed up by an interesting tweet from Matt Leinart. Todd McShay, here's what he said. Just finished all 94 plays of Colorado's offense versus Baylor. Even excluding the Hail Mary, Shador was sensational. His receivers just don't have to work for the ball the way a lot of other prospects make their guys work. Best pure passer in terms of anticipation, placement, throwing guys open, etc. in the 2025 class. Now you might just say, okay, that's just a draft analyst, whatever. Then Matt Leinart jumps on it. Heisman Trophy winner, former NFL quarterback. He's played the position. He knows what it looks like. Here's what Matt Leinart tweeted. His pocket presence movement is second to none. Really remarkable how good he is under duress. Here's a pretty notable draft analyst and a former NFL quarterback who is now a television analyst, and they're both just watching the film. They're blocking out all the everything else that comes with Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
And they're saying this guy's unbelievable.
Then we said, how many wins did Alabama Bryce get you? Yep, that's what it is. Trying to tell you, that's what it is. It's the Bama Bryce fans. It's like the real Carolina Panther fans. Okay, I this is my terminology of a real Carolina Panther fan. You got to know the history of the Carolina Panthers. So you got to be birthed in the history. You can't be one of these. You can't be one of these. One of these. You were just a Carolina Panther fan 5 years ago or 10 years ago. We've been in the league for about 30 years. So you gotta be in between the 95, the birth, or within 10 years after the birth to really understand and know the tradition, the enrichment of the Carolina Panther fans. And see, this is the problem we have. See, you got these young content creators, the Bryce lovers, the ones that sit there on Saturdays and watch Alabama, who fell in love with Bryce Young. These the types that's hollering about this Bama Bryce shit. You understand what I'm saying? Them the bandwagons. Them the ones that will fuck with Bryce, then get the fuck off Bryce, and then manipulate other content creators to do the fucking same thing. See, this is the problem that we have. See, that's the reason why I'm different from everybody else. I'm not coming with that motherfucking bullshit. I'm not hearing that shit. We're not hearing that. Ain't none of that fucking happening over here. On this channel, it's nothing but real shit. We see through that bullshit. Get that fuck, take that shit some motherfucking where else. We're not hearing that shit. We was birthed from the 95 and 96 way. I don't give a fuck how you say it. We done seen it all. We done seen multiple quarterbacks done played in this jersey. They hit Erickson Field, Clemson Stadium, the Bank America Stadium. You're not going to fucking wash away none of that just because what David Temple wants. David Temple feeds into the young crowd. This is the type. Telling y'all now, this is what the fuck the problem we're having. We got the 95, 96, the Jerry Richardson, then we got the David Tempers. This shit is colliding. But I'm going to tell you, the real ones always win and prevail in the end of the motherfucking day. See, this is the problem that we're always going to have with the new generation of the Carolina Panthers. They don't understand the tradition. They're trying to make their tradition. You don't make shit over here. You don't learn it. You don't make nothing. You can't make Bryce take the crown off Cam Newton's head. Bryce got to earn that. Bryce got to earn that. Bryce ain't earned to take the motherfucker. First, before Bryce can take the crown off Cam Newton's head, he got to take the crown off Jake Delhome's head first. Be ceremonious about it. You got to be anointed by the two quarterbacks that took us to the Super Bowl. I don't hear Bryce Young pay homage to Jake Delhomme. I don't hear him talk about Jake Delhomme. I don't hear him talk about Bryce. I don't hear him talk about Cam Newton. See, y'all be thinking y'all slick. You took the statue. I remember everything that David Tepper said. He said when he bought this team, what was in the past, that's it. He was going to vanquish that. You're going to learn the new Carolina Panther way, the new team. It does not work like that, David Tepper. And see what you don't understand, you try not to adopt a tradition. You're going to try to use Luke Kuechly to synergize you, to find a balance with the Jerry Richardson generation and the David Tepper generation. You're not fooling me with Bryce Young. See, y'all desperate. See, that's what desperate people do. They pile a lot of money in the campaign and marketing of a struggling quarterback. You get the young little YouTubers out here hollering about what he doing, this and that. See, that's that bull. Oh, listen, give him the best award for being a great teammate, because that's all you're gonna motherfucking get. That's all you're gonna motherfucking get. That's all you're gonna get. And I'm gonna tell y'all again, I'm gonna tell you before, as again, 5'10" quarterbacks don't run the NFL. 5'10" quarterbacks don't run the NFL. The shit doesn't work like that. You cannot wipe away the tradition of the Carolina Panthers. You can't do that. You can't use Bryce Young as the main cog, the main head to wipe away what Cam Newton done. You can't fucking do that. So you think Cam Newton just gonna go on his podcast anyway, say when he stepped in the building, he didn't see nothing of him? Felt like they just wiped him away? This ain't the first Heisman bust we drafted Chris Winkie. Facts. Oh, Chris Winkie. Chris Winkie was about motherfucking 28 when we got his ass as a fucking rookie. Chris Winkie was the first one was doing the NIL shit. Y'all really want to be real about it? This ain't the first Heisman bust we drafted. Remember Chris Winkie? Yep. 28 when we got that motherfucker. What, 28, 26? Man, that motherfucker about 30. Man, get out of here. Yeah. Like, man, oh motherfucking Winkie. Man. They better understand that shit. They better understand. Like, that's the reason why you can't pull nothing on me. You can't. Because I done been through it. I done seen it. I done seen all the quarterbacks. I know what it feels like to get to the Super Bowl. I seen our team get to the Super Bowl. I seen our team win the NFC West before we went to the South. We won the NFC West, the NFC Conference Championship, Super Bowls. So y'all don't fucking and this is what pisses me off about David Tepper. And it kind of makes me mad too about Jerry Richardson to a certain extent. You didn't honor the tradition. You understand what I'm saying? Where I don't have no pics of the Carolina Panther trophy room. Where's the trophy room at? Where is all the division trophies and the conference championship trophies at? Where they at? Stop fucking acting like we have not won nothing. Stop acting like it. We have to build tradition here. The only thing that's missing in the trophy case right now that the Carolina Panthers do not have is a Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. That's all we missing. Sad, I miss Jerry, man. They did him wrong. Wish his son would have gotten the team. Yeah, but Jerry was an old coon. I ain't gonna cap. Jerry Richardson was an old coon. And his kids weren't really into football like that. They wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? Just because he was into football and groomed into football, that means his kids wasn't one. They just like the money. They like the lifestyle, what came with it. That's really all it. Jerry Richardson surrounded himself with old banker cronies that was just making a lot of money off the Carolina Panthers. You understand? So return investments. So that's really all it was. He just surrounded himself by a bunch of old cronies that had a lot of money, and so they just want to get some more money. So that's really what it was about that. Jerry Richardson was tight with the bag. Shit, he gave Cam Newton that $100 million. That was it. Shit, you ain't getting nothing else. That was the most money Jerry Richardson spent. That was the last money that Jerry Richardson spent. And what's crazy about that? That's the only big contract Cam Newton ever got. God damn, that's fucking crazy to really just think about that. Good as Cam Newton was, Jerry Richardson, but well, Cam Newton, well, I ain't gonna say, well, both won the deal. Jerry Richardson won the deal because Jerry got what he wanted. He just didn't get the Super Bowl, but he got to the Super Bowl. Cam got what he wanted because he got his $100 million and did not get another big contract after that. God damn, Cam Newton, boy, you got lucky, Cam. That's the reason why. Now I see the reason why you talk the way you talk. You being cocky, Cam, because yeah, that was the last 100 M's. Yeah, probably after taxes, you probably only had like 60 million. Yeah. Yep. Beat the Cowboys to get to the NFC Championship against Green Bay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was the dog days of the Carolina Panthers. It was the dog days. You want some fucking dogs? Go back and watch the dog days of films of the Carolina Panthers. How we got to the motherfucking Super Bowl. You understand what I'm saying? How we got there. Look at the quarterbacks that we had. They made weapons. I'm sorry. Y'all want to talk about leakness? Bryce need to go make weapons. Why you got to go out there and go get a T. Higgins? Why you got to go break the bank for T. Higgins? Why can't Bryce just go make weapons? Jake Delhomme made weapons. Cam Newton made weapons. Which one with Bryce Young? Huh? What's the motherfucking special about it? It's this Bryce capitalism that's running around here, running rampant right now. Running rampant on the marketing scheme with Bryce. What Bryce gonna be on next? Sports Illustrated? What Bryce gonna be in the running for Madden? Got what? Yeah. I'm hearing the Carolina Panthers have already put in for the Madden cover. That's crazy. Let me find out that Carolina Panthers have already done sent the paperwork in for Bryce Young to be on the cover of Madden. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all going too far with this. Y'all want them on motherfucking Sports Illustrated, Madden, motherfucking GQ. Y'all want them on the gamer channels. I can't fuck with bro. Bryce you can't come on my channel, bro. You can't come on my channel unless you give me the big bag. Give me the big bags. You let me ask any question and let my chat ask you any question they want. Other than that, you can't come on my channel because you ain't gonna be real about the shit. You ain't gonna be real. And you got to get on the motherfucking height scale. You got to get on the height scale. Got to. I got to know what you really. I know what you really are, Bryce. You're 5'9". Yeah. Jerry said, but that's good. Then his kids would have stepped away and let somebody else run it for them. Yeah, that's true. But Jerry was an old coon. It's my nigga. We didn't have no elite quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Steve Smith is going to go to the Hall of Fame, and he didn't even have elite quarterback. That's why these niggas pissing me off. That's true, bro. That's true, bro. They be pissing me off too, bro. They be pissing me off, man. Like they be glazing Bryce, man. Like Steve Smith glazing Bryce. Like, nigga, I know you need that check. I know you need that check. I know you need to get your channel on. Your YouTube channel keep running. I know the Carolina Panthers is sponsoring your fucking YouTube channel on the low. They might not saying it, but we know. We not even fucking watching your shit, Steve Smith. Nobody watching your stupid ass shit. I checked your shit out the first couple episodes. I was like, nah. Yeah, and then I seen how you glazed Jonathan Mingo. Did he come out to be a bust? And then how I see how I'm gonna tell you, Steve, what really pissed me off about you, Steve Smith, when you threw Cam Newton on the bus, when you try to have Kyle Allen take his fucking job. Yeah. Don't think we won't watch you on NFL Network digging Cam Newton grave. Yeah. I think it's over for Cam. Yeah, we just gonna let Kyle Allen. It's time to move on for Cam. Man, fuck you, Steve Smith. S.L.R telling you that. You lame as fuck. You want to sit over here, motherfucking, you want to kiss ass the motherfucking David Tepper. And when you sit up here and dug Cam Newton grave, and you still digging his motherfucking grave. Get the fuck out of here. The reason why Cam Newton can't even initiate himself with the Carolina Panthers, you want to talk about he got to make it right. Make it right with who, Steve? You don't fucking run. You know what, man? You lame as hell, bro. You, Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, y'all lame as fuck. Greg Olsen fucks with Cam Newton. But y'all other three, y'all lame as fuck, bro. Y'all for the checkbooks. Y'all lame as fuck, bro. Y'all know y'all doing Cam wrong. Stop fucking playing. This makes this make no fucking sense. We never had a elite quarterback except Cam Steve Smith is going to the fucking Hall of Fame. Yeah, but listen, Steve Smith, man, fuck Steve Smith, bro. Yeah, that nigga whack, bro. That motherfucker whack, man. That motherfucker is the worst talent evaluator in the NFL. Don't never let him go look at talent, talk about talent, or anything. I'm trying to tell you right now, you put your money on Steve Smith, shame on y'all. S.L.R telling you that. Shame on y'all. Even this podcast is boring. Motherfucker try to be political when you beating dudes up in the motherfucker. When you beating teammates up in the motherfucking film room. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. You wasn't nothing but a problem to Jerry Richardson. He just put up with your motherfucking ass because you was good on the field. But you wasn't nothing but a nuisance. That's why you didn't get that bag until you went to Baltimore. Jerry wasn't fucking with you. You're going to give him the ultimatum. Who's it going to be, me or Cam? Shit, it's going to be Cam. Yeah, I think that was the best decision Cam Newton and Jerry Richardson did to get away from Steve Smith. Because I believe Cam wouldn't even elevate it to the quarterback that he was until he got away from Steve Smith. Shit. Fuck what you heard. I ain't with it, man. Steve Smith's like, man, man. Ever since David Tepper and them started giving him a little power to make talent evaluation and gave him the opportunity to get Jonathan Mingo, man, and then Cam just brought back old wounds about you. Like, I know Cam trying to make shit right now because, you know, Cam in the media, Steve Smith in the media, and they're probably going to run into each other, whatever. But, man, fuck that. Cam, the reason why that you don't have your statue, that you're not in the Carolina Panthers Hall of Fame, in the Ring of Honor, or none of that, or your jersey has not been in the Raptors, is because of Steve Smith. Yep. Steve Smith, man. Yep, oh, Stevie boy. I'm just being facts about it. Bryce ain't elite. He's not elite. Ain't gonna be elite. But you know, y'all can drink the Kool-Aid, eat it up. Do what you do best. That's on y'all. I'm gonna stand on mine. I'm gonna continue to stand on it. For sure. Believe that. Playoffs a bus. All I'm saying. Playoffs a bus. That's how I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna leave it as that. Playoffs a bus. Once y'all gave Bryce Young that elite tag, you can't take it back. And I will not let you take it back. Playoffs a bus now. Playoffs a bus. Playoffs a bus. That's all I'm saying. Y'all passed up on a wide receiver from Arizona. It's a failure in this draft. It's a failure in this draft. If you're not drafting that wide receiver from Arizona, you have to trade the pick. You have to trade the pick. You have to trade the pick. If you're not getting the wide receiver for Arizona that's 6'4", 6'5", that's probably going to be there. That if he goes to any other team, he's going to fucking start and probably be a Pro Bowler the fucking first year. If you pass up on the wide receiver from Arizona, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. That's all I'm saying. Because the Buffalo Bills played y'all in the last draft. They thought y'all was going to get Keon Coleman because Buffalo wanted Keon Coleman. But y'all dumb motherfuckers y'all got so in bed with the Buffalo Bills, so friendly with them, y'all told them that y'all wanted fucking Xavier Legette. So that's how the trade was be able to be made when you should have just got Keon Coleman. And then came back and got the other wide receiver for Arizona the next year. Now look where y'all would have been. But you know what though? I like Xavier Legette. I like Legette. And see, all y'all gonna do nothing but glaze his nuts. That's all y'all gonna do. Once he start doing good, catching all the passes, y'all gonna glaze his nuts. Y'all try to get rid of him, just like y'all try to get rid of Bryce. I can't fuck with y'all new fans, and I won't. Because y'all the ones that do that stupid shit. Y'all the ones that bringing that Bama Bryce shit up in the motherfucking Carolina Panthers organization. Ain't no motherfucking body. Nobody talked about no motherfucking Bama Bryce until y'all stepped in with that motherfucking bullshit with Bryce Young. What no motherfucking body even talking about that shit? We don't give a fuck about Bryce Young being Bama Bryce. That shit ain't gonna win you no playoffs. That shit ain't gonna win you the fucking Super Bowl. He can't do that shit. What he had 5-star. He had 4 or 5-star talent every fucking where, all over the field. Stop playing. This the NFL. This ain't no fucking college. Bama Bryce shit. And they get film on the quarterback every year. Motherfuckers is stupid. Jay Way said, I hope we don't get stuck with this motherfucker. Man, I ain't lying, man. I ain't motherfucking lying, bro. I can't stand that motherfucker, man. He just over there getting glazed, getting iced the fuck up by the Carolina Panther organization and the media, man. Just glazing this motherfucker like he's the next up and coming, bro. Like they're just trying to justify like they didn't give up every motherfucking thing and a little more for a 5'10" quarterback. Like, get out of here. They want to act like we didn't watch the Arizona Cardinal game and Fox highlighted him and Kyler Murray being the second time that two shortest quarterbacks played since fucking 1963 or 53. Get the fuck out of here, man. You better stop, man. Better stop playing. Y'all want to glaze this motherfucker. Y'all want to glaze, right? Y'all want to glaze. All right. Keep on. Y'all want to talk about elite. Playoffs a bust. Playoffs a bust. See, y'all fucked your own self. Y'all fucked your own self. I knew y'all wasn't shit. I knew y'all wasn't up no motherfucking good. I knew when y'all turned a blind eye to Bryce Young when he had the 4 turnovers in that Dallas Cowboy game. I knew y'all wasn't up no motherfucking good. I knew y'all wasn't up to no good. Y'all gave him a pat on the motherfucking back and you're blaming on the defense. This motherfucker had 4 turnovers by himself. Nobody else on the team had 4 turnovers. Not even the opposing team had 4 turnovers. Bryce Young had 4 turnovers. That's the best he played since week 2. That's the best he played week 2. Oh, defense. We're gonna blame it on defense. We're gonna blame it on defense. We're gonna blame it on the defense. We're gonna blame it on the defense. Who made the most money on the team? Who got $40 million in the bank? Who told the Carolina Panthers I'm not playing on this roster until I get fully guaranteed money, all my money, all my coins? Bryce, Aroni, Bartholomew, Young. Y'all glazing this motherfucker. Glossy glaze, heavy glaze, extra, double, whippy glaze. Y'all do understand he's coming back as 5'10", right? So that's all y'all want to see him fucking run around like a fucking rat, trying to find a hole to get into. Soon as you cut the fucking lights on, Y'all want to see him do that little stupid little shoulder little dance he be doing with his little arms and wrists? Y'all want to see him throw lollipops in the air, through little three-pointers, trying to be Russell Wilson 2.0? So let me guess, he's going to go find him a girl look like Sierra. Yeah, facts. Daniel Jones got five touchdowns in one game. And where the fuck is he at, right? Yeah. I don't get it. What makes him so better than special than Daniel Jones? Huh? I don't get it. Motherfucker had 5 touchdowns, didn't even get NFC player of the week. Didn't even get NFL player of the week. He didn't get no accolades. None. Bryce Young didn't get not one motherfucking accolade. But the NFL media want to glaze him. Oh, they trendy. Oh, yeah, the Carolina Panthers. No, see how they do it. They're the bottom trendy. They're like the last team to get in. Oh, they're trendy to get in. They ain't say they were surefire to get in. They ain't say they was going surefire win the conference. They ain't say they were surefire going to win the division. They're trendy. They're trendy to get in. I wouldn't want to play the Carolina Panthers. They're gonna be scary. Y'all better look at that schedule. You better look at that schedule. That's all I've got to say. That's all I got to say. It's either playoffs or bust. Love this shit. I love this shit. I love this shit. I ain't gonna let y'all escape. You Bryce Young lovers, you fanboys, your Bama Bryces. I ain't gonna let y'all escape. I'm gonna squeeze y'all motherfucking necks. I'm gonna put you in a sleeper hole. I'm gonna lock you in. I'm gonna shake you down. I'm gonna stand up against y'all. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You love the fanboys, you love the fandemoniums. Yeah. Your Bama Bryces. Yeah. Yeah. Reaper. Yeah, Reaper. Yeah, Mr. Reaper. It's up now. It's up. It's motherfucking up. I fell in love with this bullshit right here. I fell in love with
Are you
this
seriously
bullshit.
telling me Bryce Young's confidence level is so high, he's throwing no-look Steph Curry touchdowns? And I honestly can't believe this is the same guy who looked like a forever backup quarterback just earlier this year. And over the last 10 games of the season, he outproduced guys like CJ Stroud in almost every single important category. And in a must-win game for Atlanta, with their playoff hopes on the line, Bryce Young waddled around for a 5-touchdown game. And it's not like the Falcons were just giving it to him. He was placing beautiful touchdown passes to Miles Sanders out of the backfield. In a 1st and 25 situation, he was threading the needle in between 2 defenders of a cover 2 look. I mean, I've said this multiple times, but I'll say it again. Panthers head coach Dave Canales is a fucking G. And I honestly think without him, going into this offseason, the Panthers would already be looking for a new franchise quarterback, which is also why I'm all for Bryce Young doing some cocky shit like this. Cause after he got benched, so many people counted him out. And at this point, I think he's displayed enough traits to prove that he belongs in today's NFL.
Oh yeah. But it is what it is. Don't I? Get what you want. Carolina Panthers stand up. Bama Bryce fans, you're gonna have to stand down one way or another. get down or lay down. One way or another. We're going to make that shit shake. We're going to make that shit happen. Y'all motherfuckers is super glazy. I ain't with that glaze shit. We ain't with that. Y'all glazing up a motherfucking quarterback that ain't did nothing. This motherfucker ain't did nothing. Y'all giving a loser. Y'all glazing losers. That's what's pathetic about y'all. Y'all glazing losers. This motherfucker ain't did shit. Y'all glazing 10 games. Y'all glazed 10 games and you had the nerves. You had the fucking nerves to compare that shit to CJ Stroud while he was struggling. This shit is like a fucking political game or something. Y'all got that fucking much energy to compare CJ Stroud. Y'all didn't compare CJ Stroud last year 10 games. Oh no. Y'all didn't do last year. No. Because CJ Stroud was the talk of the town, possibly winning the MVP, the most valuable player. Oh no, y'all ain't want to throw none of them numbers out. No. Y'all ain't want to use last year. Y'all want to use his second year when he's struggling, when team got film on him, can watch all his moves, can break him down in every single way possible, can break his coach down, can break his fundamentals down. Oh, that's why it's called film. So y'all want to put him while he's struggling. But y'all won't say, well, he still won the division back to back and they're in the playoffs. And our quarterback, Bryce Young, didn't win the division. And we ain't not going to the playoffs for the second year in a row, back to back under Bryce Young. Y'all want to put Bryce Young subpar last 10 games up against CJ Stroud subpar 10 games, and you're gonna have the nerves to say that Bryce is now elite. Bryce is now elevated. Now Bryce is playing better. Get the fuck out of here. Bryce Young will be watching the playoffs from home on his motherfucking phone, while CJ Stroud will be enjoying the life of playing in the playoffs, getting nationally known, getting the Houston Texans on the map more and more, while Bryce Young sits around in fucking Malibu, Nobo, worrying about his house not getting burnt the fuck down. Home again, no playoffs, back to back. Look, this dude's a fucking loser. A fucking loser. Y'all super glazing a fucking loser. Don't talk about Bryce Young. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. He went to Alabama. He playing under Nick Saban. We watched him every week. Every week. I like his family. They came an hour. They came almost an hour and 50 minutes to watch his son play. They transfer schools. They're so special. You don't talk about Alabama, Bryce. You don't talk about Bryce S.L.R. You don't do that. We glaze Alabama quarterbacks. We don't care. Tua, we glaze Tua. Matt Jones, we glaze Matt Jones. Bryce, we glaze Bryce. Jalen Hurts, we glaze him. Jalen Milrose, no, we don't fucking glaze Jalen. He's a running back. Get the hell out of here. Y'all motherfuckers is a mega glazers. Y'all, yeah. Instead of being Bryce Aroni Bartholomew, it's gonna be Bryce Glazer Young. Y'all glazing the fuck out of that motherfucker. Bryce, he said Bryce run over there hugging on Canales, look, daddy, I did it. He did. I think that Canales really want to grab his butt. I think he really want to smack him on the ass. He really want to smack Bryce on the ass. He really wanted to feel Bryce buns. I'm telling you, man. Hey, it's a lot of rainbows running around there. I heard they like Skittles. I heard they like to taste the rainbow. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't trust a quarterback. I don't trust a head coach don't wear no socks. So I mean, I know it was Daddy. Yeah, yeah. Daddy may be coaching up something for you now. Baby, getting you right now. Time is ticking. S.L.R got that goddamn time on you. Time is ticking. Jay Wick got that time on you. We ain't playing. Time is ticking around here. Time is ticking. I told y'all, we want to playoffs. We want playoffs. We ain't playing around. We ain't got time for nothing else. We want the playoffs. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else. 7 wins. 7 wins not gonna satisfy me. 7 wins is gonna piss me the fuck off because you wasted another year of my fucking time. You wasted another year of my time. I don't want to hear about 7 wins. I want playoffs. I don't give a fuck how you get to the playoffs. I don't care if you got to win the division to get in. I don't give a fuck how you do it. You better get in the playoffs. Because once you throw that elite tag on Bryce Young, you got to go. You got to get in the playoffs. You got to get into the playoffs. That's the shit I want to hear as soon as y'all call him elite. You got to. Because you know why? If you don't, he's the ultimate failure. Yeah. And I can tell you this. Life in the Carolina Panther Nation will be so much better once we can get rid of the Bryce Young disease. Get rid of the Alabama fans, the number 9 jerseys, these I hate to see the kids wearing the number 9 jerseys and be lied to. Don't put your faith in Bryce, Bartholomew, No Cure Young. Put your COVID mask on, because that's what the fuck he is. The motherfuckers like COVID. Trying to tell you, the Transformer cheerleaders, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I tell you, you're gonna have to win more than 7 next year. We're gonna be picking up. We're gonna be picking high. That's not going to keep us picking low. The teams are going to get better. I'm trying to tell them. Trying to tell them. I don't want to hear that shit. Be picking back in the top 10 again. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. He trash. I want to hear that shit. Look, that was media talking about. Well, if we win 7 games, that's still a plus. I can deal with that. Then we can go in. Man, stop glazing that motherfucker. Y'all got your mouth wide open for Bryce Young. Y'all ready for Bryce to bust the ultimate low dead in your fucking mouth. Dead in your mouth. Dead in your fucking mouth. If you don't want your cheeks, you don't want your mouth. National media got their butt cheeks and their mouth wide open, no knee pads. Gonna let Bryce just do whatever he wants, just violate you in every way. Y'all gonna love it. Make no fucking sense. Glaze me, Bryce. Glaze me. You're the ultimate glazer. Glaze me. Make no goddamn sense. Fucking ridiculous, man. Y'all didn't even treat Cam Newton like this. Y'all try to bury Cam Newton. Even the media try to bury Cam Newton. Knew Cam Newton was the best thing for us when we should have kept him. Y'all over here saving Bryce, over here talking to Dave, and I was like, why, Dave? Why are you doing to Bryce? Just look at Bryce. He look like his feelings hurt. He look like he about to cry. Why would you do that? Just like telling your son no. It's like telling your son he can't go out with his girlfriend. Motherfuckers make me sick at the light. Y'all over here treating Bryce like he's your fucking favorite son or some shit. Y'all acting like that was so wrong. Him getting benched. Then y'all gonna try to flip that shit around and say, oh, that was the best thing for Bryce. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's why the Carolina Panthers fans don't get recognized, or the organization don't get recognized nationally, because we fucking full of shit. We're just a full of shit team that has the media running the team. The media runs the team. The media runs the Carolina Panther organization. The media are the ones that tell the Carolina Panthers who to fucking draft. The media is the one that's telling the Carolina Panthers, you got to keep Bryce Young. Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing y'all have to say. We know who the general manager is. It ain't Dan Morgan. It's the motherfucking media. The media tells Dan Morgan who the fuck to draft. Facts. Facts, my facts. They didn't even. No. No, that's what I'm saying. They didn't even want Cam. They didn't want to have shit to do with Cam. Try to get rid of that motherfucker. Kyle Allen, motherfucking Taylor Heineke, whoever motherfucker they can motherfucking think of. They can find Rodney Peete, any motherfucker by Chris Winkie, any motherfucking body. Anybody that can just play decent enough, they wanted Cam up out. They gonna force him. Ron Rivera didn't even want Cam gone. Ron Rivera was forced to get rid of Cam Newton. He wouldn't either Ron put it like this. I had to save my job. I got bills. Shit. It was either him or Cam. Then Ron Rivera still got fired eventually. Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit, man. It's that new Carolina Panthers shit. They trying to establish their own new identity. They're trying to get rid of the old Carolina Panther tradition. They don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. Want to put a package together of the 30-year history of the Carolina. Y'all don't give a fuck about the history of the Carolina Panthers. You only care about the Bryce Young. What if we can get the Bryce Young era? That's all y'all motherfucking worry about, because you feel like if Bryce Young get popped, that will wipe every motherfucking thing off Cam. That wipe Cam away all from 95, 96 until now. That's what the motherfucker, not Jerry, but that's what David Tepper really wants. But Bryce ain't gonna be able to make it happen because he ain't gonna pop. Ain't no pop. He gonna pop, lock, and drop it for Dave Canales. You're gonna see some pictures of Bryce Young, Dave Canales, both of them coming out with towels on, talking about we're just going over the playbook. Yeah, I was going over the playbook. All right. Most definitely, we know what playbook he was going over. I want to know which one is play and which one is book. Fucking Skittle boys. Hey, taste the rainbow. Fucking super glaze. Y'all goddamn Krispy Kreme ought to come out with a motherfucking donut with Bryce motherfucking name on it. So they had that motherfucking extra glazy. This is the glaziest donut Krispy Kreme ever made by Bryce Young. Yeah. I can't stand this motherfucker. I can't even stand Dave Canales. I can't stand Dave Canales. That motherfucker ain't no head coach. He a false advertisement. He's a false advertisement. Trying to tell you. We see quarterbacks that head coaches like Dave Canales. We see him at Walmart for under $10. You know, the little sales shit you see on TV late night, they translate to Walmart. You see them all right there, all the little nice little benches. Everybody got little door stoppers and all this other little bullshit they got now for $10. That's what Dave Canales and Bryce Young, you find them motherfuckers anywhere. I need something exclusive. He can't stand that he's not having success with the franchise. Everybody keeps talking about Jerry and Cam. Facts. Because the reason why he can't stand it, because he haven't had no success. The only success has came from Jerry and Cam. And we're going to continue to talk about it. We're going to continue to talk about it. You damn right. We want Super Bowl. We don't want to hear about nothing else. We don't want to hear about we don't want to hear about 7 wins. We want a Super Bowl. We only missing one trophy. And that's the Super Bowl. We got winning tradition here. And I'm not gonna let y'all forget it either. We got winning tradition here. We only missing one thing, that's the Super Bowl. And we had 2 attempts. And one, we almost came up close. It was a field goal that beat us. And the second one is the quarterback and the head coach and the offensive line couldn't get it together. But the Denver Broncos still gave us a chance to win that Super Bowl. We still couldn't even come through with that. So y'all little motherfucking new Carolina Panther fans, and the media want to sit here and talk about 7 wins is a successful season next season, man, fuck y'all. That ain't no motherfucking successful season. That's a losing season. We done seen it all. We done seen motherfucking 1 win, 2 wins, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins. We want a fucking Super Bowl. That's all we want. We want a Super Bowl. We don't want to hear nothing else. We don't want to hear nothing else. We don't want to hear nothing else. Nothing else but a Super Bowl. Don't you know, I seen grandmas and grandpas, aunties, all of that at Bank America Stadium. So can you bring them a fucking Super Bowl? Can you give them something? Walk with me here. What if he just putting this shit together and waiting on Ben Johnson because you know David Tepper has a crush on that motherfucker. Yeah, Ben Johnson ain't coming here. Ben Johnson ain't fucking with us. He ain't coming here. One reason why. One reason why he ain't coming here because it's hard to get free agents here. You can't expect to go get a Ben Johnson and then free agents don't want to come to Carolina and play just because you got Ben Johnson. You think free agents are going to come? No, the fuck they're not. No, they're not. They don't give a fuck that you got the 5th richest owner, 3rd richest owner in the league. They don't give a fuck. Nobody wants to come and play at Carolina. So why the fuck would I want to coach here and waste my talent and waste my reputation? Ben Johnson probably going to fucking Jacksonville somewhere. Get the fuck out of Detroit. Get the hell out the cold. Get the hell out that goddamn division. Go move to Florida. No state tax. Better weather. Shit. You get full control of the team. Right. So we'll be seeing Ben Johnson. We'll just be playing against him. My biggest fear is us being the last ones to get in our division. Man, we're going to be the last ones until we get a quarterback. Atlanta probably win one before us. Yeah. All 31 teams will win one before us. As long as we got Bryce Young as the quarterback. Shit. I'm being facts about that. I'm like, whack. I ain't got no fucking arm strength. Can't push the ball down the field. There's no big plays in the offense. We always got to go on a fucking 12-play drive just to fucking score 3 points. Man, I'm fucking sick of this goddamn offense. I'm sick of this offense. Fucking 10-play drives, 12-play drives. Why the fuck we can't have a fucking 6, 7-play drive? Explosiveness. Why does she always gotta be 10, 12 plays and then we only score fucking 3 points? Fucking sick of this team. But Dave Canales is a fucking genius. Fucking Einstein. Y'all glaze this motherfucking lengthy neck ass, fake offensive coordinator ass motherfucking wannabe head coach. Ain't nothing but a motherfucking quarterback quality coach or a motherfucking analyst. The thing that pissed me off too is why won't they never play Jack Plummer? Oh, I'm gonna tell you why they won't play Jack Plummer, because Jack Plummer trash. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna cat TJ with Jack Plummer trash. He was trash in preseason. He trash, bro. Don't let that him being 6'5" and all that. Because if Jack Plummer was any good, Andy Dalton would even been on the roster. I'm just being facts with you. Andy Dalton would even been on the roster. They'd have been trying to trade Andy, or Andy would have been trying to get the fuck out. Jack Plummer ain't good. He ain't nothing but a motherfucking glorified practice player. Don't fall into the name. Don't fall into the NIL shit. He didn't even beat Andy Dalton out for the job. He trash. He's just a Dave Canales project. It's all Dave Canales is somebody he can toolage, practice with, or whatever. Jack Plummer trash. Jack Plummer need to keep what he doing, being that Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box Plummer. That's his name. Ring my motherfucking order up. Yeah. I heard Jack in the Box got smash burgers now. And they serve burgers all day, even at breakfast. So if you really want to get your big back on, you really want to get fatty, go to Jack in the Box and get you a smash burger. Hey, they ain't even sponsor this shit. Let me be quiet because you got to pay me for that shit. In my motherfucking cash app, Jack in the Box. All information been at the bottom of the ticker, Jack in the Box. Hit that motherfucker up. Yeah. I just want to see what he can do. You want to see what Jack in the Box can do? Go to Jack in the Box in Charlotte. I'll find out, let you know which one Jack Plummer work at. I heard he's like the manager there. So I'll let you know. Yeah. Yeah. You want to see what Jack in the Box Plummer gonna do? You'll see it in preseason. Bryce Young won't play. He won't play in preseason. So you'll get all the Jack Plummer you need. Yeah, you most definitely will. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jack Plummer trash. Jack Plummer won't even be the number 2 quarterback next year under Bryce. He won't even be the number 2. Andy Dalton probably gonna resign back. So you ain't got to really worry about the Carolina Panthers going out there finding them a quarterback. I wish they go get Joe Milton, but that'd be too much of a threat because Joe Milton gonna want to start. So that ain't gonna happen. They just gonna go get Andy Dalton, sign him up for another year. You know, the motherfucker got to eventually, he got to retire with the Bengals or some shit. They got to honor him or some shit with the Bengals eventually. So he ain't no starter nowhere. Ain't nobody, he ain't nah. And they used to even talk about, well, I don't want to play at Carolina because I still think I'm a starter. No, the fuck you ain't Andy Dalton. Shut your ass up and sign that motherfucking 1-year contract. You got it. You living a good life in Ballantyne. Shut your ass up. Somebody hearing that bullshit. I hope not. I hope we can get somebody else. I'm sick of them shit too. And yeah, I am, but you're gonna probably see that. Andy Dalton's coming back. Trust me. He's gonna resign for 1 year. Keep the same little shit. It's all about continuity. So they're gonna probably keep a little. Put it like this: what you see on offense is what you're gonna see next season, with the addition of whoever they get in the draft. So, you might see like a Chris Godwin, an injury-prone Chris Godwin, probably gonna take that bag. Then the Carolina Panthers and their media and the national media and the contract, they'll spin that like that's a win-win. A win-win. I broke down Chris Godwin, but Tom Brady got him when he was good and healthy. Now the Carolina Panthers once again want to spend money on a broken down player. Yeah. Because T. Higgins told him no. Them motherfuckers hell, bro. Ridiculous. Flat out shit show. S.L.R. They most definitely gonna learn. Don't figure that shit out one way or motherfucking another. They gotta get that shit together. Get it correct. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So, I ain't expecting too much. I ain't expecting no splash. Ain't no top free agents gonna come here. They're gonna beg Chris Godwin to leave Tampa Bay to come to Carolina. When Chris Godwin know Carolina ain't gonna fucking make no difference in the division at all. When you can just stay at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay done won the division 4 straight years. So you've been winning every fucking year and going to the playoffs every year. Why would you want to come to Carolina for a couple more $1 million? Go draft the wide receiver out of Arizona. Take the rest of your draft picks and build on your fucking defense. Then go take what little money that you have. Oh, and when you go get the wide receiver, I heard this is a really good draft in tight ends. Go get your tight end and go get you another running back. That's what you do. Then you take the rest of the picks, and then what you get the undrafted players and free agents. Spend your money on there, and let's roll with the season. Other than that, I don't know what other motherfucking else to tell you. But take that game plan and run with it, and you might get some succession out of it. For sure. I don't know what else to tell them motherfuckers. But yeah. It is what it is on that. Get in while you fit in. Yep. But yeah, though. Yeah. This is what I'm doing. It's what it's about. Until Bryce Young can prove me wrong, I'm sticking with the titles. Bryce Young is media made. He's not elite. He's not elite NFL quarterback. And now y'all want to put him on elite level. Now he got to get to the playoffs. Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. So playoffs a bust for me. I don't want to hear nothing else. Win me a Super Bowl. Win me a Super Bowl. Anything else beyond that is a disappointment. Anything else beyond that is a disappointment. A disappointment. For sure. Y'all ain't nothing but some motherfucking lovable losers. Bryce Young, you Bama Bryce fan, y'all ain't nothing but some lovable losers. Take that lovable loser and shove it up your motherfucking ass. And don't let the sun shine where it comes out with. I'm getting the hell up out of here. Y'all, yeah. The more I think about these Bryce Young maniacs, it just irks me. It just gets under my fucking skin to know that y'all got your faith in a motherfucker that like this.
Great power comes great responsibility.
It's elite though.
Great power comes great responsibility.
That shit crazy. That's crazy. But he's elite though. Elite quarterbacks don't celebrate like this. Elite quarterbacks don't celebrate like this. I'm done with it. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Carolina Panther Nation, stand up.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Keep pounding.